Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com, coming to you from the Jim Rosenhaus studio deep in the bowels of the Winners and Winers Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep 3. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're almost to $4,000. I was kind of hoping we'd make 4,000 followers over the weekend. We're close, so if you haven't done it already, just give us a little subscribe there if you would. That way you get notified if you click that bell every time that we send out a new video, and yeah, you'll be there right with all the other cool kids. And of course, don't forget to tell us what you're playing today. My favorite part. Let us know if you're tailing. Let us know if you're fading. What you've come up with on your own. There is a lot of sports action going on right now, and throughout a lot of different sports. You got golf, you got soccer, you got your basketball, you got your baseball there. So it's a full plate. It's a smorgasbord, if you will. So tell me what entrees you're grabbing today. And of course, if you get them right, what do you win? Well, you win money, because that's what we're all here to do. But more than that, you win a shout out, something that money cannot buy. Although if you wanted to give it a shot, I'm certainly open to the try. But we will give you a shout out at the end of the video for everybody that gets their picks right. And don't forget to check out the websites, winnersandwhiners.com, statsalt.com. Deep dives into every contest going on in America every single day. No rest for the wicked, and there's no rest for us at Winners and Winers and Statsalt either. So check that out, won't you? And finally, haven't talked about it in a while. Don't forget to go over there and check out Scott's selections. I know he started off like a house afire. Cooled off a little bit lately, but he still puts out fantastic information. So take it easy on the youngster. He's still doing this, still figuring it out. Still a fantastic handicapper, even though he's cooled off just a little bit. Still got a real fine winning percentage. And still, I put this out there. There is nobody on the internet that does a deeper dive into a single game than my buddy Scott Reichlin over there. So, Scott, I don't know why I always do that. Scott Reichel. I always want to call him Reichlin. Scott Reichel over at Scott's Selections or at the StatSalt page if you haven't gone over there and subscribed to both of those. Get your butt over there and do it. Come on now. All right, guys, quick recap of yesterday. I went 2-1 on the Deep 3 as we had Operation Fade the Royals. Did a great job as the bullpen came in and did their thing, giving up a Gurn there in the 7th inning as the Tigers go on to win 7-4. We also had Texas Tech to take care of business. They didn't even need that 2.5 points. And then we also had the Virginia over. And both of those games, I had both of those games played under. Just a lot of dry spells. And frankly, never really, either one of those games really ever threatened the over. The first one, the Virginia game there, they were kind of on track. They were averaging about 3 points a minute for the first 14, 15 minutes of the first half, and then after that, everything just went off the rails, and they stopped scoring, and as Auburn took care of business, not hitting a lot of threes, but Auburn in a game that they, funny story, actually won if they would have enforced the rule that all officials learn. The double dribble was brutal. When I saw the foul in real time, I thought that was a screw job. Seeing it on the replay, yeah, it was a good call. I still question making that call at that point in the game. I've certainly seen a lot worse than that slide in those circumstances, but that's not the one that Auburn fans should be irate about. Should be all right about not calling the double dribble, as he bounced the ball off his foot, picked it up with both hands, and then started to dribble again. I guarantee you there's about 90% of the high school referees in America that would have made that call without a problem. So, that was brutal for the Auburn Tigers. And then on the premium side, we went 1-2 as we had Auburn to cover the 6, and that was as we talked about, no problem there. And we had the Milwaukee Brewers to take care of the Cubs, blow up that bullpen. But funny story, the Cubs bullpen still did their job. They were awful, but Milwaukee, they started Burns, who I love. I wrote a big long diatribe about his how he had the highest spin rate of any pitcher. It doesn't matter. He really had looked good. He gave up 3 home runs last time out. That was really the only blemish, as he struck out 12 batters in 5 full innings. So he had 15 outs. He had 12 strikeouts. If he could keep the ball up, because it was his 4-seamer that would have the high spin rate, and it's kind of counterintuitive. That ball, he wants to keep it up because they're unable to catch up with it. If they do, because of where it is located and the spin, they're usually getting underneath it and they are popping out. He is a guy that's going to give up a lot of fly balls, and sometimes the fly balls fly out, and they did it again today as he gave up 3 home runs in, I think 4 innings. So just a dreadful start by Burns, and the Cubs hung 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points on him there. And then we also had the Michigan State over as well on the premium side, and yeah, like we talked about, neither one of those overs really got close. In fact, I pounded the live game unders starting in the first half. I got it at 125.5, 124.5, 119, and then for inexplicably, I pounded. It actually got up to 120.5 again with about 7 minutes left in the second half, and pounded it again. Hit all of those unders. It was never, when I'm watching a game, I keep an eye on, see if they're averaging 3 points a minute. All right. And, give or take, that kind of gives me an idea about where we need to be. And they were 15 under at one point, averaging 3 points a minute. That's 120, obviously. And I just didn't see any way they were going to get to 120, and of course they didn't. So anyway, that's 1 and 2 we go, 2 and 1 we go on the deep 3, 3 and 3 overall. And here are today's picks as we took a look in the NBA as the Miami Heat travel north of the border to gobble up some poutine and hopefully take care of business against the Toronto Raptors. Miami catching 7 and a hook from Toronto, and I'm looking at motivation right here. After losing to the T-Wolves, it is ride or die time for the Miami Heat. They find themselves on the outside looking in. They are in the 9th place spot in the East, 1 game back of the final playoff slot. The Raptors, they're locked into the 2-hole, and they have very little incentive to press the issue here today. I'm thinking they're going to get some bench players involved, and I like Miami taking care of business. If you've been watching very long, you know that I love to back teams that have a higher rate of desperation, and this is no exception, as Miami absolutely has to win this one. A few numbers for you. The Heat, 7 and 2 against the spread in their last 9 road games, while the Raptors, just 1 and 3 against the spread in their last 4 at home, and they are 3 and 5 in their last 8 at home overall against the number. Take the desperate team, Miami Heat, right here, plus the 7.5. Wouldn't even be mad at you if you wanted to take a little swing at that money line. I haven't looked at it. I'm going to guess somewhere in the 210, 220 range. Taking a wild-ass guess there. So definitely get down and grab the points on Miami. And taking a look in the majors as the Toronto Blue Jays travel to Cleveland to take on the Indians. I like the under right here, 7.5. Before Cleveland put up 7 runs yesterday, they were scuffling. They averaged just 2.8 runs per game in their first 7 contests, and they put up 4 yesterday in the first 3 innings against Tom Pannone. Bad news for the Indians. Now they get Marcus Stroman, who is definitely not Tom Pannone. Clevenger goes to the bump for Cleveland, and both of these guys have been off to very good starts. They made 3 starts between them, and they've given up just 2 earned runs between those 2 pitchers in 15 2/3 innings. Blue Jays also not doing very well offensively. Ironically, they have averaged 2.8 runs per game also this year. I like the under right here. Give me the Cleveland-Toronto under 7.5. And we're finishing up. Oh, what a shocker. We're going to fade Kansas City as the Royals take on Detroit in the closeout game of this 3-game weird gap series with the off day on Friday. Royals send their best pitcher, Rule 5 guy they got last year, Brad Keller, now their ace. So you got a great staff when last year he was a Rule 5 guy, and this year he is the man. Brad Keller goes to the hill as Detroit counters with Tyson Ross. You know what? When you make this bet, look around for the Cops, because it only laying 105 in the Tigers, you're absolutely stealing. Yeah, Brad Keller is the only competent Royals pitcher, but as long as they have that bullpen, I don't care if it's Brad Keller, Helen Keller, Old Yeller, or Bingo the Wonder Horse, I'm still fading them, all right? Especially at 105. You know, here's a quick riddle for you. What's the difference between a dumpster fire and the Royals bullpen? A dumpster fire will eventually stop burning. There you go. Yeah, give me Detroit right here, minus the 105. Give me the Cleveland Toronto under 7.5, and the Miami Heat plus the 7.5 on the road up there in the land of poutine against the Toronto Raptors. And at the end of these 3 games, we can close out the weekend, close out the week as we grab our tickets and we head back to the window. All right, let's take a look at the shout-outs here, see what everybody was on today. All right, we're going to start off with somebody that gave us a little shout-out there. John Boy, he had Texas Tech, and he said, good luck from John. Very nice, John. Good play there on the Red Raiders as they, I tell you what, man, they look like the best team in the country. I've been telling you guys about them. I've seen them play 10, 13 games this year. They are the real deal. I think America is kind of yet to catch up to them because, you know, the Red Raiders games didn't get a lot of national exposure. Not a lot of CBS like you saw your ACC teams and things like that. I like them. I haven't seen the line yet. I haven't looked at it. I was busy capping for tomorrow, or for today rather. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. I'm playing Tech on Monday night. Okay, I don't know what the number's going to be. I'm going to guess. I'm going to pull one out of my ass and say Tech -2, Tech +2. All right, I'm going to say Virginia, a 2-point favorite with the total. Microscopic. I'm going to say one. How about 122? You guys like that? 122? All right, we'll see. Mark R., he had the Mariners over 9 today. Terrence Fisher, he had Detroit and Seattle parlay. Well done, my friend. EJ, you can tell college basketball season is over because EJ is bored as hell as he makes his way through the comment section. And EJ was mad at me because I said he only caps college basketball, and I forgot his actual main bread and butter is European soccer. All right, he is apparently quite the soccer stud. I don't know that to be true, but he tells me it is. And why would EJ lie? No, dude, you know I'm fucking with you. I believe you. I know he's had a nice career of handicapping soccer. He's got some serious clients when it comes to football, so that's on me for forgetting. But yeah, and we're gonna have. This is one of the things about the new studio that we did here. Some of the new technical capabilities. We're gonna start having some people on the show, and I'm gonna have EJ on the show. We're gonna have some of the handicappers from Stat Salt Winners and Winers. I want to have a couple of you guys on there as well too. Some of our regulars. I think that would be a hoot. Capping some ball with some of our regular viewers. So hang in there. That's coming. And EJ, yeah, wait till we do a show together, guys. It is hang on to your seats time for sure. So we have that to look forward to. And Mikey D, he had Arizona, had the Diamondbacks today. Miguel and Nola, said he had a few bucks down there on Auburn +6. Very nice. The astute Aardvark said he's going to engage his Royals anti-sniff and tailless on the Brewers. On Detroit. He sniffed Auburn +6. Had the Texas Tech under 132.5. Yeah, that was a nice play. I thought they'd have more open looks. I really thought they'd have a little bit something for him in both those games, and we had the over in both of them and screwed the pooch big time both of those. And he said, let's have one last feast, as the final will merely be a dinner. So hope you did all right there, astute. Nice plays there on Auburn and the under. The scout, he said, thanks very much. He's tailing us all except for Texas Tech, and he's laying off that game and playing the total. Eesh. Sorry, brother. Borno said, if I'm going to criticize, I'm going to give praise. He said he took the Rainmaker's advice and he dropped a C note on South Florida. He said, great call, EJ. Cha-ching. Nicely done, EJ. See, there's a little shout out for you from Borno. He's a stand-up guy and made a little money thanks to you. I'm assuming your commission will be in the mail very soon. And Operation Fade the Royals, the Reds, and the Cubs is what he is doing. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as Meatloaf once said. The Cubs, like I said, the bullpen did their thing. They came in and gave up 6 runs in 4 innings, so they still sucked. But the Brewers were even worse. So, yeah, they said, hold my old Milwaukee, as they proceeded just to absolutely shat the bed. Mikey B. I said Mike D. Mike D before I had the Diamondbacks. I think I said Mike B. And I know that because Mike B., he had the Winnipeg Jets over 5.5 in the hockey game, over 5.5. He had the Red Sox over 8.5, and he had the Dallas money line. Nicely done there, Mike. And once again, the astute Aardvark. Okay, yeah, there you go. The Auburn +6 and Texas Tech under 132.5. The bet's so nice, we put them on twice. There you go, Double A. By the way, Double A is one of the guys that I want to have on the show. I've actually, spoiler alert, I've kind of actually talked to him in the past, and we were going to get him on, and then kind of we were all distracted by shiny objects and then getting the premium up and running. So I haven't forgot about you, brother. We're going to do that, and yeah, I've got a list of guys I want to have on just to do a couple segments. So we're going to have some fun. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for a great week. Let's finish out strong today, and good luck to everybody. I look forward to talking to you in the comment section. As far as I know, I don't have much going on today, so I should be able to comment, answer back, and do all that stuff that sometimes I don't get an opportunity to do. I'm always reading them, but I don't always get a chance to answer everybody, so please don't take it personally. Still dig every one of you guys and appreciate every time that you stop and comment and throw me the pics. All right? Guys, have a great day. Good luck to all of you, and we'll talk to you on Magic Monday tomorrow. Bye-bye.